Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sour Candy, and yes, today, oh, um, anyways, today I'm going to be giving you guys the talk. Not that talk. I mean a talk about Royal High, obviously. I kind of wanted to do a video about this just because, like, I see it so much and, like, it's kind of controversial. Like, things are getting serious. And, like, that's kind of my point. Like, the way that it's such a big thing about Royal High, the game overall. Like, people, it's just gotten so intense now that I just feel like most YouTubers can't, like, ignore it. So, today I really wanted to talk about it with you guys. So, let's go. Okay, so you may not really know what I'm talking about when I'm saying like the talk about Royal High, but basically, as we all know, Royal High has not been getting the best kind of press recently. People aren't really happy with it, they're very miserable with the game, and there's loads and loads of things that you can find. Like, for example, if you search on Twitter, Royal High downfall, the amount that comes up, and it's not anything that's like random, they're all very much similar, very precise, and loads of people agreeing and then ranting and getting onto it. Like, it's bad. And the same thing goes for when you search it up on YouTube. If you search up Royal High downfall, it does the exact same thing. There's tons of people talking about it, and they're all about the same similar stuff. But I kind of wanted to not talk about like the downfall itself, like if I, you know, my opinion, like agreeing with it or not. It's just about the overall, it's kind of difficult to explain, but the overall feeling everyone's gotten about it, about whether or not it's a serious issue or not. Like, I know that sounds pretty bad to say, but basically, whenever I see videos or how serious things have gotten and the threats that people have been making to devs and things that people have said that I've just seen a few times on Twitter, it is crazy. It is honestly, some of them could probably even be reported to like police because of how bad things people have gotten. And I don't know how old everyone is who are playing Royal High, but considering I was like a bit younger when I started playing and now I've obviously gotten a bit older myself, I just imagine it's probably like that for most players. So that's the reason most of them have Twitter, and that's the reason it's such a active community. Because I'm assuming everyone's like quite grown. It's not like there's 9-year olds really playing, but if there is, it shouldn't be like them saying this. It's really crazy. But my kind of opinion about it is that I kind of think people are being a little bit too much. Like, I get it because of how much time everyone spends in the game, but realistically, because like I spent a lot of money. I spent a lot of time, I spent a lot of effort trying to make sure I'm a great player in Royal High, and I'm not even anywhere close, which kind of sucks, but that is also an issue people have been complaining about when it comes to Royal High. They've been getting annoyed that no matter how much effort they put in, they're not getting anywhere compared to the really, really rich players. And I'm just thinking that's kind of what the whole point of a game is. If you ended up obtaining it all quite fast, then there's no point of Royal High, because realistically, there is no goal or like no quest kind of thing that you have to complete in Royal High. I mean, I know they've added quests, but like I'm talking about the actual, like, there's no end goal for Royal High. It's just a continuous thing. It's about getting the most stuff, getting the most badges, and I mean, it used to be about role playing, but we know that's not really the case now. So, to be honest, when I see that people are getting so dramatic about it, and I know it's the kind of wrong choice of words to say dramatic, but that is literally it. When it comes to it, I do think people are being a little bit too much about it. And there's like complete division with it. People are either not like saying anything because they don't really care, or there are people going so intense about it. And I know it sounds bad that I'm on the side that is like more chill about it. It's a bit controversial, I know, but I don't know, I had to, this is my opinion about it. I've had to wanted to say this for like quite some time, but I don't know, I think that is the truth. And overall, I'm not gonna lie, I do think that I see the issues, like, for example, with like the masculine body types and stuff, because like Royal High, obviously, they know how active their community is, they see how much, like, what everyone's saying, and because obviously they're constantly interactive with their community, and because it's just become like a normal thing, as if we're all friends texting each other about a game. I don't know, it's just that active. But yeah, they should definitely be more inclusive, like they said, because we think just because they added like new hair like types, then that's them being inclusive, but it's not really because the masculine body issue, you know what I mean? But I do think that they've done quite a lot, and considering how much detail they put in, I do think people can relax a little bit, because as long as they fix it within like the upcoming like update and stuff. I just think the only thing that I definitely dislike is that when they make promises that they're not keeping. But the masculine body issue is definitely up there with the issues, but I also do think that people definitely shouldn't be going as crazy as they are about it. Yes, there is a downfall of Royal High, but do we really have to call it a downfall? Do we really have to call it like, all of that? I don't know. I don't want to be like in the wrong with this, but it's my opinion about this. I genuinely think there's just way too much going on with how mad people are. Overall, it's just a bit too much, and I definitely think that the devs do not deserve it, even although everyone's like, definitely got an opinion against that one. Now, I said towards the beginning that, like, obviously people have said a lot of like really bad things, that even like police could probably be involved about it, because it's not just devs that get a lot of hate, it's also like YouTubers who are reporting stuff. And when I see it, it's just horrible. Like, it's bad. And like, I'm just trying to play a game and I'm having fun. And I'm not even kidding. Some people, like, the conversations I've even seen in chat when I go on public servers are crazy, crazy. Like, I can't even fathom to think why, like, I just can't. It's just crazy to me. Overall, I just think that people really really need to kind of have a reality check, that if your biggest issue is Royal High as like the game, then maybe your life isn't as bad as you think, because I promise you it's not the end of the world if perhaps they don't add something that you want, or perhaps they don't fulfill their promise of getting a new set. I admit it's annoying, but if you're always complaining about never being able to catch up to like things in Royal High and become a great player, well, by the time, like, if they don't release a set that they said possible might come out or something, or they don't end up, helping you out with like the new mask bodies, like, you can still wear old things with the masculine bodies. So, I know it's a problem, and I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm just saying, if that is really the biggest issue you guys have, maybe you could consider that perhaps you've kind of got a pretty good life and a pretty, sheltered, settled life. And perhaps, yes, Royal High is your only escape, so you want the game to be perfect. But Roblox is a whole, like, online platform. There's so many other games you can play while you're waiting for the next update, or waiting, or just need a break from it, which I definitely think a lot of people do need to do. Overall, guys, that is like my entire opinion. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, like, I mean, for even saying half of the stuff I've said. But also, I'm really glad that I'm kind of like a smaller YouTuber and I'm not really out there, because for saying this, I would probably be like afraid to even check my notifications on YouTube for the next day. And that's how bad it is, really. Like, realistically, that it shouldn't be this serious, guys. I think we need to relax a little bit more and understand that there are way more important things going on. And I don't know, I think everything I said, it's nice, but it's an opinion. Nonetheless, let me know what you guys all think, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.